Alright, we got the Wilesco D-405 steam traction engine model out today. This isn't radio controlled, it's all manually controlled, but it is a fully functioning steam engine. This will be my first time firing it up. It's all steel construction. I already added the optional rubber tires because we'll probably be driving on pavement most of the time. It looks a lot like the full-size steam traction engines. So this is the steam motor. A little cap for our oil tank. We have to fill it up with steam oil. We have our main steam regulator valve. Our safety valve, spring-loaded valve that will release pressure if it gets too high. Our flywheel. You can see that moving our piston. It has chain-driven steering, just like the full-size tractors. You have this lever here. It engages your gears. If you want the wheels to be driven, or if you want to operate stationary. All right, the firebox. You got this little tray underneath the boiler. You fill that up with your solid fuel and slide it back in. We have our sight glass for our water level in the boiler. You always want to see some level of water in that. You fill it up to the top for when you fire it up. But if it ever drops below the bottom of the sight glass, you got to pull the fire out and extinguish it. All right, we're going to get it all ready to fire it up for the first time. All right. Take this out of the way for now. Just slides in, just our exhaust stack. Let's top off our oil. Spin the flywheel, make sure it sucks it all in. Says you're supposed to top this off every 10 minutes of operation. Add a little oil to all our moving surfaces, bearings. Filling the water is going to be a little trickier with the canopy on there. They do include a little funnel. This is your safety valve, spring loaded. All right, let's try and fill it up. We're using distilled water. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Probably shouldn't have used a gallon. I think we'll just have to spill some. Alright, looks like we got it full. We'll reinstall our safety valve with gasket. Alright, boiler full of water. Put a couple more drops of oil on everything after I spilled water all over everything. Alright, get our little fuel tabs, put in our burner. There's all kinds of warnings about it being a skin irritant, so I'm just trying to pop it in without actually touching it. Alright, let's see how it lights. I hear sizzling. Shouldn't have done this on such a windy day. Alright, I think I finally got the fire lit. Let's see how long it takes to boil. Tire on fire. Flames coming out the front there. felt my tires. Did we burn out? That got hot. Did we make any steam? Okay, so today was a fail. It is very windy outside. You can probably tell from the sound in the recording. So at first I was really struggling to get that solid fuel ignited. When I finally got it ignited, the wind was just blowing so hard, it was flaming up so much, it burned through it in like 5 minutes. Did not build really any steam. I turned the whistle, it whistled for half a second, and that was it. No steam pressure at all. So gonna have to wait till there's a really calm day, no wind. Allow that fuel to burn slow and actually burn a little bit longer, enough to actually build up some steam. We'll have to try again soon. All right, we have a much calmer day. We're gonna give the steam engine another chance. We're gonna see if we could get it to boil up and make steam. All right, let's go. All right, let's see if it steams up. So while we're waiting for the engine to steam up, I'm going to try mounting this steering extension cable. It should allow us to operate the steering while walking behind the engine. All right, our whistle's starting to work pretty good. All right, running pretty good. Actually see a little smoke coming out of our smokestack. I'm going to let it steam up a little bit more, and then we're going to take it for a drive. We're in reverse. There we go. Steering all at once. Easier to steer by hand. Running out of steam. We'll let it build up a little more pressure, and then we'll go again. Got a nice slow crawl. See some smoke coming out of the stack. A little steering input. Give it a little more steam. It actually moved pretty good. Almost went off the road there. Got our whistle. A little tricky to get the valve right at the right level. Got to get it in the right quadrant to go forward. There we go. Let's give this steering a try again. You got some distance on it, the steering works a little better. It's I guess technically remote control. I'm steering it remotely. Oops, going off-road. Well, we can't see on camera, but we still have water. We can see our sight glass. Really pretty much can only steer it with this if you're standing way far back from it. Try and stand in front of it and look at it. Steering binds up. Alright, just bleeding off our steam.
Alright, so I had a lot of fun with this model steam engine. It operated very well. I think it looks great, very similar to the full-size tractors. Today being much calmer than the first time I took it out, I had no issues with the fuel burning too fast. I got about a half an hour of burn time. It took about 45 minutes to build steam from room temperature water, so I did have to refuel once during that process. So I know this is a little different than the normal RC car content I do, but I hope you guys still found this interesting. If you did find this interesting, I do have a playlist on my channel of other steam related content I have made. Alright, thanks for watching.